In setting the context for the debate on whether Batman is stronger than Superman, it's crucial to define the framework within which this comparison is made. The very notion of strength in this context transcends mere physical prowess. While Superman is often considered stronger in terms of raw physical power, owing to his extraterrestrial origins and abilities such as superhuman strength, speed, and invulnerability, Batman exemplifies strength through his intellectual acumen, strategic thinking, and indomitable will. This creates a rich ground for debate, as it juxtaposes physical might against mental acuity. The significance of setting this context lies in understanding the multifaceted nature of strength. By broadening the definition, it highlights a philosophical exploration of what it truly means to be strong. In doing so, it opens up a dialogue about the differing types of power and influence that characters can wield, reflecting debates in real-life scenarios where mental and strategic prowess often outmaneuver raw power. For instance, businesses often highlight the importance of strategic planning over brute force expansion, similar to Batman's approach to problem solving versus Superman's direct action. Moreover, in leadership, emotional intelligence and strategic thinking can often prove more effective than mere authoritative power. Real-world applications of this debate can be found in discussions surrounding technological versus human intelligence, particularly how strategy and adaptability may be prioritized over sheer computational power. Another example is in sports, where mental toughness and game strategy can occasionally surpass physical superiority in determining the outcome of competitions. Opinions that support the idea of intelligence and strategy outweighing brute strength include those of military historians who often cite strategic genius as the defining factor in many historic outcomes. Likewise, in business, leaders such as Steve Jobs are often lauded not for their personal strength, but for their vision and strategic prowess. Nevertheless, this perspective is not without its controversies. Some argue that despite Batman's impressive skills, Superman's sheer power makes him inherently stronger, reflecting a more traditional view of strength. Others counter that Batman's capability to anticipate and counter Superman's powers speaks volumes to his superior strategic strength. Ultimately, this point underscores the broader theme of the debate: the complexity of comparing two iconic figures from vastly different perspectives. It influences the discussion by challenging the audience to consider the balance between different types of strength and to reevaluate notions of what makes one truly strong. This contextual foundation adds depth to the debate, inviting richer analysis and understanding. When discussing whether Batman is stronger than Superman, it's crucial to define strength in more nuanced terms, such as physical versus intellectual strength. Physical strength refers to the brute force, endurance, and agility of a character, whereas intellectual strength encompasses strategic thinking, problem-solving abilities, and mental resilience. This distinction is significant because it shifts the debate from a simple contest of muscles to a more comprehensive evaluation of what makes a character truly strong or effective. In terms of physical strength, Superman clearly has the upper hand. With superhuman abilities, including near invulnerability, flight, and heat vision, he embodies the pinnacle of physical prowess. Batman, on the other hand, excels in intellectual strength. His unmatched detective skills, strategic mind, and capacity for psychological manipulation give him an edge that surpasses raw physical abilities. This intellectual strength is exemplified in storylines like The Dark Knight Returns, where Batman devises intricate strategies to exploit Superman's weaknesses. The importance of this distinction lies in how it reframes the debate. While Superman's powers are innate, Batman's skills are the result of rigorous training and ingenuity. This suggests that strength is multifaceted, enriching discussions surrounding these iconic characters and offering audiences a deeper understanding of heroism. In real-world terms, this concept mirrors the balance between physical and intellectual prowess seen in fields such as sports or military strategy. Athletes or soldiers may rely on physical abilities, but true mastery often requires strategic thinking, an equivalent to Batman's modus operandi. Opinions supporting the significance of intellectual strength might draw from Batman's ability to outsmart godlike opponents, showcasing intellect's potential to level the playing field against overwhelming odds. However, this viewpoint isn't without challenges. Some argue that physical strength should be paramount, as it's a more direct measure of a superhero's ability to protect and serve. Critics might also question the sustainability of relying on intellect, as even the best plans can fail against sheer power. This dynamic interplay between physical and intellectual strength profoundly influences other aspects of the Batman Superman debate, particularly when considering themes of justice, morality, and the role of power. Understanding these layers adds depth to their narratives and allows audiences to appreciate the multifaceted nature of strength. Ultimately, it underscores that heroism is not defined solely by one's physical abilities, but also by the mind's capacity to innovate and overcome adversity. In the realm of superhero debates, comparing the abilities and skills of Batman and Superman offers a fascinating exploration into their distinct and defining characteristics. This concept, comparative analysis of abilities and skills, delves into the unique powers and talents each hero possesses, framing our understanding of whether Batman is stronger than Superman. While Superman is endowed with superhuman capabilities like flight, heat vision, and invincibility, Batman relies on his intellect, strategic prowess, and expert combat training. This contrast is significant because it emphasizes the idea that strength can be interpreted in various ways beyond sheer physical power. The importance of analyzing their abilities lies in highlighting the diverse paths to heroism and strength. For instance, Superman's physical dominance is counterbalanced by his moral compass, often compelling him to find non-lethal solutions despite having the power to do otherwise. Conversely, Batman's keen detective skills and technological innovations exhibit that intelligence and preparation can rival superhuman strength, emphasizing the notion that brain can indeed overcome brawn. Two illustrative examples bring clarity here. In the comic book series, The Dark Knight Returns, Batman crafts a strategic plan and uses a powered exoskeleton to level the playing field against Superman, showcasing how preparation and intelligence can temporarily overshadow raw power. In Justice League Tower of Babel, Batman's creation of contingency plans against each League member illustrates his ability to leverage knowledge and foresight, subtly underscoring his formidable strategic mind. Opinions vary on this debate, with some arguing that Batman's adaptability and resourcefulness make him a more compelling character. His human vulnerabilities often make his victories seemingly more hard-earned and relatable. Conversely, some challenge this notion by contending that Superman's extraordinary abilities represent an unparalleled pinnacle of strength and heroism. This discourse faces challenges, especially around subjective interpretations of strength. Critics argue that Batman, while highly skilled, cannot be genuinely stronger than Superman due to the latter's unmatched superpowers. Alternatively, supporters of Batman highlight that strength includes mental resilience and strategic brilliance. This debate extends into broader discussions about what it means to be a leader, a protector, and a hero, intertwining with themes of power dynamics, responsibility, and morality. Ultimately, this point influences the broader topic by encouraging an appreciation for the different forms of strength and heroism, underlining that being stronger transcends physical power to embody wisdom, strategy, and courage, intrinsic to both Batman's and Superman's enduring legacies. In the debate over whether Batman is stronger than Superman, the role of technology and gadgets becomes a pivotal point. Technology and gadgets refer to the advanced tools and devices Batman uses to compensate for his lack of superhuman abilities. Unlike Superman, who relies on his innate powers such as super strength, flight, and X-ray vision, Batman leverages human ingenuity and technological innovation to level the playing field. This point is significant because it highlights the theme of human versus superhuman, showcasing how intellect and resourcefulness can stand against physical prowess. Two prominent examples underscore this point. First, the Batsuit, which provides Batman with enhanced strength, agility, and protection, functions as an exoskeleton that augments his natural abilities. Equipped with features like ballistic protection and sensor arrays, the suit plays a critical role in both offense and defense, turning Bruce Wayne into a one-man army capable of contending with metahuman opponents. Second, the Batmobile is a marvel of engineering, featuring advanced weaponry, stealth capabilities, and AI navigation. It exemplifies Batman's dependency on meticulous planning and cutting-edge automotive technology, allowing him to confront threats from a position of strength despite lacking Superman's raw power. Supporters of the importance of technology in this debate point to Batman's ability to outthink and outmaneuver Superman or similar foes using his tools. Illustratively, in the comic series The Dark Knight Returns, Batman strategically uses powered armor and a synthetic kryptonite device to subdue Superman, highlighting how foresight and preparation can momentarily bridge the power gap between them. However, there are potential challenges and controversies associated with this standpoint. Skeptics argue that no amount of gadgetry can truly compensate for Superman's vast and inherent powers. Furthermore, some purists contend that relying too heavily on technology undermines Batman's portrayal as the pinnacle of human potential within the DC universe. Additionally, the ethical implications of technology use, such as privacy concerns and potential for misuse, can complicate admiration for Batman's methods. Ultimately, the role of technology and gadgets not only showcases Batman's reliance on intellect, but also serves as a broader commentary on human innovation's potential to overcome seemingly insurmountable odds. This reliance influences other aspects of the debate, particularly in how it informs Batman's tactics and strategies in engagements with Superman. It underscores the broader narratives of vulnerability versus invulnerability and the enduring power of the human spirit, suggesting that true strength may, in fact, transcend physical limitations.